becomes my therapy boo. Drive through confessional, revealing truth. Blunt spark, patient in the idling line. Each hit corrects what the menu can't define. Intercom voice as if my order's complete, but satisfaction comes from this backseat. Receipt staple shut, hold someone's shit. My elevated mind receives a different gift. Parking lot orbits after I receive the bag. Drive through mystic with his spiritual swag. Drive through doctrine in the 2 a.m. glow. Kush communion through the window. G-funk gospel from the dashboard warm. Baseline sermons keep the spirit reborn. Fast food temple where the hungry seek. Finding nourishment my soul can't keep. Catch a package promise sweeter days, but this blunt delivers in authentic ways. Employer looks tired through the sliding glass. We're both surviving, making moments last. Change drop short, but karma evens out. Elevated economics race to doubt. Menu board glowing, promises fulfilled, but my real order's in the kush I build. Drive through philosopher, counting different blessings. Each smoke ring holds the sacred lessons. No restaurant needed for this kind of feast. Window service feeding inner peace. Smoke rises from the parking space. Finding heaven in this drive-through place. Drive through doctrine in the 2 a.m. glow. Kush communion through the window. G-funk gospel from the dashboard warm. Baseline sermons keep the spirit reborn. Fast food temple where the hungry seek. Finding nourishment my soul can't keep. Breakfast shift arriving, night crew leaves. Last hit, blessing for what the soul believes. Drive through gospel in the morning's break. Stoner sage knows what's really at stake. Eternal wisdom in the paperback. Drive through temple, never need to brag. Meditation song. Kush smoke drifts where the lost belong. Platform edge become my thinking ledge. Blunt burning wisdom past the yellow edge. Train delays announced, but I'm already here. Subway sanctuary, dissolving fear. Tile wall echoes, hold 1,000 prayers. Underground temple for the soul's repairs. Rad runs, feelers down the tunnel track. We're both survivors learning not to look back. Metro card expired like my old ways, but this kush validates my elevated days. Subway platform, psalms in the tunnel's throat. Kush meditation, keep my spirit afloat. G-funk sermons through the speakers crack. Baseline trains deliver wisdom back. Underground temple where the seekers wait. Finding heaven at the subway gate. Busker plays guitar for scattered change. His melody and my smoke feel the same strange. Express train screams past without a stop. Just like life, but my elevation won't drop. Someone sleeping on the platform bench. We're both escaping reality's trench. Emergency in a comm box, hold silent watch. My smoke sends prayers it can't catch. Tunnel wind announces the arrival near, but I'm already transported, already clear. No cathedral rivals this underground space, where the city's heartbeat sets the pace. Smoke prayers rising through the ventilation, finding peace in trance and meditation. Subway platform, psalms in the tunnel's throat. Kush meditation, keep my spirit afloat. G-funk sermons through the speakers crack. Baseline trains deliver wisdom back. underground temple where the seekers wait, finding heaven at the subway gate. First train morning brings the working crowd. Last hit blessing whisper, not too loud. Subway gospel in the tunnel's roar. Stoner sage found what he's searching for. What he's searching for. What he's searching for. Eternal wisdom on the platform stone. Subway temple. Never ride alone. Yeah, machine beeps, countdown, my accounts decline. Kush wealth measured in a different kind. Yeah, balance insufficient, screen tells my truth. ATM confessional, stealing back my youth. Blunt spark patient while the line backs up. Each hit reminds me money ain't enough. Receipt paper scrolls my financial sins, but elevated mind knows where wealth begins. Camera watching every move I make tonight. ATM profit finding in the light. Car gets stuck, machine holds my plastic hostage, but this kush delivers spiritual cottage. ATM confessional, broke but elevated. Kush abundance leaves me compensated. G-Funk doctrine preaches different gold. Baseline riches can't be bought or sold. Machine temple where the poor confess, finding treasure in this cashless stress. Yeah. Overdrive warnings flash across the screen, but I'm invested in a higher dream. Someone left their change in the deposit slot. Small mercy teaching what can't be bought. Service fee deducted from my peace of mind. This blunt refunds what the bank declined. Armor truck arrives with this fortress load. My smoke carries wealth down a different road. Pin code meditation, 4 numbers deep. ATM mystic, got no bills to keep. Yeah, no vault needed for this kind of treasure. Machine can't measure elevated pleasure. Yeah, smoke rises past the camera's lens, finding richness where the poverty ends. Yeah, ATM confessional, broke but elevated. Kush abundance leaves me compensated. G-Funk doctrine preaches different gold. Baseline riches can't be bought or sold. Machine temple where the poor confess, finding treasure in this cashless stress. Yes. Dawn light hits the ATM vestibule. Final blessing, roach breaks financial rules. Yeah. Machine gospel in the morning star. Stoner sages wealthy in the heart. Eternal fortune in the empty hand. ATM temple help me understand.
Hydraulic sides when the truck backs in. Kush smoke rises where the shifts begin. Concrete platform edge my thinking spot. Loading dock temple in the parking lot. Blunt burning patient while the forklift sleep. Each hit delivers what the dawn can't keep. Shipping labels scattered tell their tales. My elevated mind reads beyond the scales. Pallet stack cathedral reaching toward the stars. Loading dock profit healing inner scars. Roll up door graffiti tag with crew names past. Smoke as my prayer to make the moment last. Safety cones placed where the hazards hide, but Kush protects me from the danger inside. Loading dock liturgy in the shipping zone. Kush communion, never feel alone. G-funk scripture through the warehouse air. Baseline cargo carrying my prayer. Concrete platform, temple where the workers rest. Finding peace before the daily test. Delivery schedule posted on the wall, but my appointments with a different call. Tire tracks tattooed on the loading ram. Each one a story, my smoke is the stamp. Cardboard crusher waits with metal jaws. My Kush compresses mental flaws. Time clock punches rhythm for the crew, but I'm elevated on a schedule true. Coffee thermos empty, shift starts soon. Loading dock mystic under fading moon. Someone's lunch bag left from yesterday. Smoke reminds me nothing's here to stay. No chapel needed for this kind of mass. Loading dock wisdom in the working class. Smoke prayers rising past the warehouse roof. Finding healing, living proof. Loading dock clergy in the shipping zone. Kush communion, never feel alone. G-funk scripture through the warehouse air. Baseline cargo carrying my prayer. Concrete platform, temple where the workers rest. Finding peace before the daily test. First truck rumbles, work day's about to start. Last hit, blessing seals it in my heart. Loading dock gospel in the diesel smoke. Stoner sage ready for the daily yoke. Eternal truth on a concrete dock. Loading temple peace around the clock. Steel box rising through the building spine. Kush smoke trapped in the space of mine. Button panel glowing floor by floor. Elevator temple, my ascending door. Blunt spark secret between the levels stuck. Each hit rewrites my definition of love. Mirror shows the person I pretend to be. Smoke reveals the truth that sets me free. Emergency phone waits for crisis calls, but my Kush prevents the mental falls. Use that gospel playing overhead. Elevator mystic fears are shared. Cable hums the mantra as we climb. Suspended meditation outside of time. Elevator meditation rising slow. Kush elevation floor to floor I go. G-funk doctrine in the motors home. Baseline sermons where the angels come. Steel box temple between ground and sky. Finding heaven in the space between the high. Someone's perfume lingers from before. Mixed with my smoke, create something more. Weight limit posted, but my soul feels light. Elevator prophecy and clear tonight. Inspection certificate expired last June. Just like my old life, but I'm still immune. Buttons pushed by ghosts of yesterday. My elevated thoughts show a better way. Floor 13 skipped in the numbering. Smoke fills the gap with spiritual covering. Elevator shaft echoes voices deep. Concrete cathedral where the seekers sleep. Yeah. No mountain needed for this kind of climb. Elevator wisdom, one floor at a time. Smoke prayers rising through the shaft, finding peace in this mechanical craft. Elevator meditation rising slow. Cush elevation, floor to floor I go. G-funk doctrine in the motors hum. Bassline sermons where the angels come. Steel box temple between ground and sky. Finding heaven in the space between the high. Doors open morning, my floor arrives. Last blessing roach keeps my spirit alive. Elevator gospel in the ding sound. Stoner sage back on solid ground. Eternal journey in a steel box ride. Elevator temple, nowhere left to hide.
That's the one to take. Kush delivers what the machine can make. I'm in chorus from the cooling core. Vending machine, temple on his carpet soil. Lost work patient, but I contemplate. Each kitchen says a choice, little what I ate. Rows of snacks like prisoners in their cells. My elevated mind knows what this tells. Selection stuck, X7 hangs in limbo state. Perfect symbol for my mental weight. Last reflection shows who I became. Vending machine, top it, playing a different game. Vending machine, visual in the build is good. Cause satisfaction that can't be bought. Default doctrine through the IBS. Baseline nourishment beyond, don't head. Metal box temple where the hungry stay. Finding fullness from a higher end. Chains lie empty, someone took their luck. But my spiritual currency can't get stuck. Aspiration dates in every package dream. This blunt delivers fresh from a different stream. Main is cold, ranking red alert. But Kush repairs with the machine paint convert. Someone keep the blast and frustrations raid. My smoke killed the angle, turns the page. Vending machine missed it with his mean night creed. Elevated thoughts meet every need. Don't smack required for this kind of fool. The scene malfunction, beautiful. Smoke rises past the pride rose. Finding sustenance the vendor doesn't know. And that machine visual in the building's good. Crush satisfaction again, we buy. Default doctrine through the lobby, yeah. Baseline nourishment beyond compare. Battle box temple where the hungry stand. Finding fullness from a higher hand. Yeah, more than shift unlocks the building door. Last hit blessing, need nothing more. Getting gospel in the lobby's light. Stoner station bopping up at night. Eternal feast in the empty sky. Fake the temple peace cannot be bought.
flickers Morse code for the lost. Kush illuminates at any cost. Corner gone dark where the streetlight died. Shadow sanctuary where the real ones hide. Blunt spark blowing my personal sun. Each hit reveals what the darkness done. City neglect create a sacred space. Broken light temple my thinking place. Dogs bark distant chain link symphony. My elevated thoughts flow wild and free. Maintenance struck promise but never came. Streetlight prophet redefining shame. Broken streetlight sermon in the shadow zone. Kush illumination light I've grown. G-funk whispers through the darkness deep. Baseline guidance while the city sleeps. Shadow temple where the hidden pray. Finding brightness in the disrepairs decay. Someone spray painted fix this on the pole. My smoke adds prayers for the broken souls. Teenagers gather where the darkness shields. We're all seeking what the shadow yields. Power box humming but no light comes through. Metaphor perfect for what I've been through. But this kush brings fire the city can't supply. Broken street light mystic reaching high. Patrol car passes doesn't see me here. Darkness blessing smoke dissolving fear. No lamp needed for this kind of sight. Shadow wisdom burning bright inside. Smoke rises where the bulb should glow. Finding truth the city doesn't know. Broken street light sermon in the shadow zone. Kush illumination light I've grown. G-funk whispers through the darkness deep. Baseline guidance while the city sleep. Shadow temple where the hidden pray. Finding brightness in the disrepairs decay. Dawn threatens to expose my dark retreat. Last blessing roach makes the sermon complete. Streetlight gospel in the shadows in. Stoner says the darkness is my friend. Eternal light within the broken pole. Streetlight temple illuminates the soul. 5 floors up on the fire escape perch. Metal gray altar, my nightly church. Blunt burning sacred in the safety zone. Each hit reminds me I'm never alone. Brick wall stories from the building's past. Fire escape prophet making moments last. Window watches flicker TV blue. I'm elevated seeking what is true. Pigeon roost beside me, no judgment shown. Fire escape temple, this my throne. This my throne. This my throne. This my throne. Fire escape philosophy hanging in the air. Kush elevation rising everywhere. G-funk doctrine through the alley sound. Baseline wisdom lifts me off the ground. Metal gray temple where the dreamers climb. Finding answers one hit at a time. Laundry hangs like prayer flags in the breeze. Fire escape sanctuary putting minds at ease. Sirens wail distant, city never sleeps. But my smoke session runs much deeper. Bolt loose rattles when I shift my weight. Remind me nothing's permanent but the state. Neighbors argument bleeds through the wall. My kush brings peace that covers all. Fire escape mystic with his nightly view. Elevated thoughts make everything new. No penthouse needed for this kind of height. Iron ladder bringing inner sight. Smoke prayers climbing toward the moon. Finding healing in this metal cocoon. Fire escape philosophy hanging in the air. Kush elevation rising everywhere. G-funk doctrine through the alley sound.
Baseline wisdom lifts me off the ground. Metal gray temple where the dreamers climb. Finding answers one hit at a time.
Dawn paints orange on the face and bricks. Last blessing, roach burning to its wick. Fire escape, gospel in the morning chill. Stoner sage climbing back with iron will. Eternal truth on the metal grate. Fire escape temple never came too late. Too late, too late, too late, too late.
Automatic tunnel swallows my ride whole. Car wash, cathedral cleansing more than steel. Blunt spark sacred in the driver's seat. Each hit washes stress the brushes can't delete. Rainbow foam cascades like stained glass light. My elevated thoughts gain clearer sight. Wax cycle promises protection sealed, but Kush delivers what can't be concealed. Conveyor pulls me through the ritual slow. Car wash, mystic, letting worries go. Water jets baptize the windshield clean. Smoke fills the cabin, space between. Car wash, contemplation in the tunnel's womb. Kush purification in the soapy tomb. G-funk doctrine through the stereo space. Baseline cleansing puts me in my place. Mechanical temple washing sin away. Finding renewal in the car wash bay. Undercarriage spray attacks the rust. My smoke dissolves the mental dust. Spot free rinse promises perfection's gleam. But I'm already living in an elevated dream. Air dryer roars like angels' mighty wings. Car wash, profit, understanding things. Receipt prints out my $30 right. But spiritual cleansing happened in my life. At 10 waves me forward to the day. My Kush wash soul knows a better way. Mirror shine, reflects who I can be. Smoke session, set my spirit free. No baptism rivals this mechanical wash. Car wash, wisdom, nothing feels too posh. Smoke prayers mixing with the soap. Finding clarity, renewing hope. Car wash, contemplation in the tunnel's womb. Kush purification in the soapy tomb. G-funk doctrine through the stereo space. Baseline cleansing puts me in my place. Mechanical temple washing sin away. Finding renewal in the car wash bay. Yeah. Exit in the sunlight, car shines bright. Last blessing, roach completes the rite. Car wash, gospel in the waters flow. Stoner sage emerge within the glow. Yeah. Eternal cleansing in the tunnel's cave. Car wash temple, answered prayer. Concrete steps, echo footsteps from the past. Kush smoke lingers where the shadows last. Between the floors where nobody goes. Stairwell temple where the secret grows. Blunt spark patient on the landing cold. Each hit delivers stories never told. Handrail worn by 1,000 climbing hands. My elevated grip now understands. Yeah, exit sign glows red like Buddha's eye.
Stairwell prophet learning how to fly. Cigarette butts tell of others break. My smoke joins the communion that it takes. Floor numbers fading on the painted door. Each level represents something more.
Stairwell sanctuary, climbing toward the truth. Kush elevation, fountain of my youth. G-funk scripture in the echo sound. Baseline wisdom spiraling around. Concrete temple, vertical and steep. Finding peace in steps I have to keep.
Someone's tagged their name in marker black. My smoke adds prayers to the abstract track. Emergency lighting casts a yellow glow. Stairwell mystic moving fast and slow. Fire door prop with a brick wedge. Someone else sought this same sacred edge. Steps count, blessings going up and down. My kush reveals I'm already renowned. And janitor's mop bucket left on floor 3. Working class temple, we're all free. Window small show, city spread below. Elevated thoughts make my spirit grow.
No escalator needed for this climb. Stairwell healing one step at a time. Smoke rises through the central shaft. Finding truth in this vertical craft. No stairwell sanctuary, climbing toward the truth. Kush elevation, fountain of my youth. G-funk scripture in the echo sound. Baseline wisdom spiraling around. Concrete temple, vertical and steep. Finding peace in steps I have to keep.
Door open somewhere, voices interrupt. Last hit blessing before I disrupt. Stairwell gospel in the concrete climb. Stoner sage transcending space and time.
Eternal journey up and down the stairs.